What is up, everybody? It is Trey back at it with another trade recap. Not a whole lot going on this morning. There were some good runners, particularly, we see them up here on the screen. IFBD, from a low of 380s, 390s to 470s. TRCH had a good run. Emrin had a decent run. This was a big pre-market gainer. And that is actually the trade that I want to talk to you all about today. We see on the monitor, this is my Emrin trade. Let's get into it. Emrin, or M-R-I-N. You know me, I like to pronounce my tickers and give them names because that's just me. I'm sentimental. So Emrin, after hours spiker on news. Ability to manage Instacart ads to its flagship Marin 1 platform. I don't know what that means. I don't care what that means. I just care that it's got news from this morning. So it has been uptrending at the open. You know my rules. I don't like to trade post before 9:45, but I saw this happening. I had to take the opportunity, and it was, give or take 5 minutes, right? So this is 9:41, right? We're entering this position. We saw this spike, and then I saw the retrace, and this was up a ton in the pre, so I figured, okay, if it goes back to VWAP, it's gotta bounce, right? It had this little bit of action. It touched this VWAP line, came back, touched it again. On this candle on the VWAP, I said, you know what? That's it. I'm gonna get it. Got it just above VWAP at 307, VWAP at 305, and I knew I had this candle at 304, this low at 306. All right, cool. So this effectively I was looking at as a little bit of a, double bottom flag, possibly a continued move higher. I sold, you can see, 1 minute later at 318. So not quite at the top, I missed like what, 7 cents of upside, whatever, I got my profit. I saw some big asks over here, so I was like, you know what, I don't want to be patient. I don't want to take another losing trade. Lock it in, right? Sure, I could have had another try 2 minutes later, back in the highs in the 320s. You had a little bit of consolidation here. Fine, whatever, don't care. Happy with it, because what ultimately ended up happening, bam, big crack, and it's done nothing but fade. Could have gotten this bounce, could have gotten a little bit of this bounce, but I wasn't looking at bounce plays, and I've said in almost all of my videos at this point, I think the thing I want to focus on is the spike to the VWAP bounce. And even if it's just a couple cents a share of a scalp trade, I am all right with that. Other instances where that would have worked, I did it on paper. I didn't actually trade it, whatever. This VWAP bounce, and this didn't work either. This is now fading and healthily trending under VWAP. Another one where this would have worked is, VNTR or VTNR here with the VWAP bounce to new highs. We got staff. Not quite. I thought maybe that would have worked. That's what happens when I have my square over here. I can't really see the chart, but I did figure out to put, this is just like a blank chart, this could be whatever, but I like this, that way I can have myself in the corner here and I can still see the whole level too. So if I'm doing a live trading thing, this is going to be the thing to do. I'm not really a fan of going up into this corner. That's just me, because then it looks like I'm like looking off to the left. Like, what am I looking at? At least in this bottom corner, it looks like I'm looking at the screen with you, right? So small things. It is the small things, but I'm trying to be cognizant of all this, So that is, I mean, literally, that is the only trade I made for the day. You know, very, very, very small. Again, I'm taking super small position sizes. I made, you know, $3. Like, you know, please, potatoes. Long way to go to claw back to $20 to $2,100 account equity. And again, you know, just too big a size on, I feel like it was ALYI. I feel like, but too big a size on an OTC runner. Yeah, you can see it. You know, this is just so clear in my memory. Like, I could have left with $70 profit. No, it's gonna gap up tomorrow. What happens? Dump. Like, no bueno. And like the next day, sure, I could have held through the day, sold for profit. That's not, I'm learning about myself. Like, I don't like to be in the trades for that long. I don't like holding through after hours pre-market on listed stocks because my butt ain't getting up that early and I get shite executes on TD. So no thank you. If I'm going to swing something overnight, it's going to be an OTC runner, but this didn't gap. You could have done a gap here, you know, but after my big loss, I'm just kind of like, I'm not touching ALYI. No, sir, not interested. We are still kind of hanging out here above the highs, so it is something to keep an eye on, actually. I might set a price alert here, just in case. I might be willing to take another shot at this, but otherwise, that's about all I got for you today. Let's see there's other winners going on. WSRC has still kind of been in play after this. This had a nice bounce day after this big sell-off, right? So if we go to the 5-minute, look at this. So we get, bam. Look at this. This was the run. And Wednesday we had this big fall, and now we're due for a bounce. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. I think Phil was doing another one of those. I think the OTC dip buy might be something that I try for. It's tough though, because you need so much, or I need so much capital to really make it make sense for me. I'm not doing a $100 position to pay a $7 commission and need a 14% return to break even. I'm not gonna do it. So I'll either wait till I make some more money with listed, or I'll just load the account for those, or wait till I have more cash available to where I could take a position and still be able to trade some listed stocks. That's my plan. This dip buy would have worked really nicely. DPLS, another runner from recent that worked pretty nicely. I feel like 757, 768, this was a loss. 759, this was a break even. Wow, that is lame. Boo. Definitely botched this pretty well. 7,000, 757, 7,000, 768. And clearly, as you can see, I should have just held through it. Like, I have such a problem. Such a problem. I want the trades to work immediately. 768. So that I was chasing it at the top of this candle. That's also the problem too, I think. You know, I'm chasing the breakouts and then I get shaken. 757, 757. So I would have gotten shaken, what, at the bottom of this candle? Wow. But you could also call that improper risk, right? Like, if I'm buying 768, I should know my risk level. I can make it the top of this candle, right? 744, I can make it the bottom of this candle. 737, that would have kept me in the trade. But I get nervous. I want it to work immediately. Later on in the day, though, look at this massive panic. You could have taken this from 6 cents to 7 cents, which doesn't seem like much, but that's a 16% move. It's a 16% move. Like, that's pretty good. And you could have held it overnight. You could have sold it, you know, near the eights. So that would have been a good play. We saw that again on Phil. Would have worked pretty decently. Anything else in OTC land? Not that I am seeing. So that's gonna do it for today. I know this is a shorter one, but appreciate you hanging out, watching the trade recaps, documenting my journey towards profitability. We are gonna get there. It's just a matter of time, dedication, consistency, and putting in the work. And you know I'm going to be here every day, every single morning, 6:30 a.m., a little bit earlier. And it'd be nice to do like a pre-market prep sort of video eventually. I think I got to get the channel popping a little bit more first though, and I got to get my skills up a little bit more first too. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.